Alright guys, I got this 22 Can-Am Renegade 850. I'm going to do its first oil change. Let's see, I didn't even check how much it has. Okay, it has 167 miles. And 31 hours, so the service manual recommends 50 hours for the first oil change. I'm going to do it a little sooner. And alright, so here's the dipstick, and the drain bolt is right there. It drains through the skid right there. What I'm going to try to do is extract the oil with this pump. I bought this fluid extractor for the Sea-Doo switch. I'm going to be doing an oil change on it here soon, and I was actually just doing an oil change on this, and the filter came in aftermarket, and there's a huge design flaw. Check out my other videos. So I had to order another filter, or an OEM filter for it. So that's on order. While I wait for that, I'm going to do this. So basically I'm going to try to extract most of the fluid. I'll see how much I get, and then I'll open the drain plug and see if any more comes out. So, because the way this is designed, you're going to kind of create a mess. So I'm going to try to extract the fluid from here. Test out the extractor for the first time anyway. And there it goes. This thing is pneumatic, but I thought I'd try out the hand pump. See how it works. It works, but not too good. So I think I'm gonna get the air and hook it up to it. So since I do have a compressor in my garage. All right, I got the air hooked up. See how it works. That's more like it. Alright, it does seem to be working pretty good. I'm getting some oil. As you can tell, it's about up to there. It's still pumping the oil out, because what that thing does is it causes a vacuum in it, and then the tube sucks the oil out. I could still hear that there's a vacuum in there. It's still pumping. Oh, I could hear the bubbles. That would be really cool if we got all the oil out. Really, really cool. But I kind of doubt it. It's up to here. Let's see if this thing has a level on it. I managed to shove it in a little further. Not sure if that's a good thing or not. Alright, so there is a level. This is the 2 liter mark right here. And the level is right there, so I think it got most of it. We'll see how much drains out of the bolt. At least now I don't think I'll create a huge mess. So let's get that bolt removed. All right, guys. The extraction pump on these is a success. As you can see, just a little bit of oil is coming out. And pretty much no mess except for that little dribble that made it onto the skid plate. I don't know if it's even necessary to drain this oil. Seems like just using the extraction pump would be enough. Alright, here's the drain plug. That looks really good, actually. Just really light filings from the break-in. Alright, so the 17 millimeter drain bolt, I'm not sure how much it's torqued down on the Renegade, but on the Maverick it's 30 Newton meters or 22 foot-pounds. So I'm just gonna, it's the same size bolt, I'm just gonna tighten this one to that spec. And then it takes about 2 quarts of oil. Not sure if it okay, so the level basically just goes to the bottom of that tube right there. So it takes about 2 quarts. Okay, so I bought these 2 filters, one for the Maverick and one for the Renegade, and check out my other video where I talk about how these aftermarket filters will not work. There's a pretty big design flaw in my opinion, so I had to order OEM filters, the Rotax ones. So I'm just gonna pour in the oil, and everything was in good condition. I'm just gonna change the filter once it gets in, so stay tuned for that. I got the T6 5W40 and got my funnel. I'm just gonna pour in the oil, about 2 quarts, and then I'll check the level. Alright, so I put less than 2 quarts in. That's 2 quarts right here. That's how much I put in. So about 1.75 quarts. And it looks like it's about where the level should be. I'll still have to drive it. Oh, I think it takes about 2 quarts when you do it with the filter. So, I mean, honestly, when I checked how much fluid was in there, it was about that much before I drained it. So, I'm just gonna call it good. And I'll change the oil filter when it comes in. Since this jug holds 2 quarts, or 4 quarts, which is 2 oil changes, I'll just change the oil and the filter in the next video. That'll probably be next week, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, so the fluid extraction tool I'll link in the description. Check it out. It'll work great for my boat, and I didn't use it on the Can-Am, but definitely worked good on here. Didn't make a mess at all. So yeah, thanks for watching.